of the regular season.
Coming right up, the Spurs taking on the Hornets. For San Antonio, they've been playing well. They've won 4 of their last 5, dictating the pace night in and night out. They look to continue their style of play with another win here tonight. Hornets, Spurs, coming up next on 2K Sports.
I'm just saying, I make this a dream. It is evident, I do better win. I feel like the world against me and think I should never win. Stop and pocket profit every time I see me. Get it out the mud and rise up like a settlement. Early like Sunday school. Have to play with the fool. I just keep it dirty. Ask for my dirty money. Talking wash away my sins like Jesus open the way.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Owen along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Trae Young.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. We got Brandon Miller, MP out there with ball. There's Jared Allen, and it's Salon in the foursome. And for the Spurs, Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. Young is out there with Castle, and it's York in at the small forward position. There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season, GA. Do you think 82 games is the right number?
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across the earth.
Young pass to York. From T. Johnson. Oh, good that time. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Attacking and transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Last game for the Spurs. They pick up the W against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Johnson with a screen on ball. Here's Young. Diving in. And Paul with the block. Here's Castle. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Allen. Here's MP. Basket good off the assist from Allen.
There's that versatility of MP, putting the ball on the floor and making a play. I love it.
And Wembanyama outside. Johnson gets to Young. Pass to York. Beyond the arc. Backs down the free ball.
Stellar 4-year-old Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
Allen, a screen on Young. Bulls from the top of the key. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Ball's got 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Castle. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. York can't hit. The Hornets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. 2 points. That one goes.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Wembanyama down low. Working on Allen. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Ball with the bucket.
Really important for Ball to maintain his poise around the basket. That's what allows him to take a bump like that and still convert.
On the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to talk with the Spurs head coach. Friend of mine tonight, Jared Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jared is an incredible rim protector. He's on the floor. He'll avoid driving the paint. Jared Allen looming large down low, guys.
Thank you, David.
And great shooters know that they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Castle. He has yet to score. Johnson outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And here's MP. They'll bring it up for the Hornets. Outside, Ball. Back to MP. Pass to Miller. Lets it go with a 3. Good. Another from 3.
This is amazing. That moves him into 4th place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this doesn't happen often. Here's York. This game is on score 13. Johnson with it. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Charlotte. MP right side. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you have to love the presence MP brings to the floor each and every night.
Free throw good, MP. And both free throws good for MP.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Johnson at the elbow. Pass to Wembanyama. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Hornets leading by 5. Now some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense. His impact is amazing. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to wheel his team back in the game.
Nice pass it in by Charlotte. And it's Ball in the corner. Down with the screen for Ball. Again, the Hornets score.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Inside. Miller grabs the miss. Charlotte in the lead. Here's MP. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. MP's got 8 points.
Good work by MP. He gets positioning inside and capitalizes.
Allen against Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Outside Miller. There's the triple. San Antonio with the rebound. Young outside. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now just a 4-point Hornets lead.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
Miller outside. Pass to Allen. From past the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Hornets lead by 7.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lining it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
And he could not get that run to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Then one on Castle.
Give him the credit, showing some skill right there, drawing the whistle.
The first one called. It's a broken. He's checked in for Wembenyama. And both free throws good for MP. Spurs trail by 9. Hooked away, nabbing another steal.
You have to be so careful around him. He relentlessly challenges ball handlers and jumps into the passing lane.
That's why he's now in a tie for 5th most steals in a season. His defense is something else.
And you can say many of the same things about the player he just matched in this category, Slick Watts, who back in '76 had 261 steals as well.
Now Porter following the three-point attempt by MP. No coverage that time.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. The Spurs making a switch here. Well, you got to help out the team whenever you can, and this group of shooting guards have helped out on the glass for their respective teams this year. MP is number 1.
Well, what he may give away in terms of size to some of the big men down low, no doubt he makes up for it with his agility and determination. That's what allows him to be such an outstanding rebounder.
Well, he's got the effort and the attitude and the tenacity that you need. And if you didn't have that at his size, then the big fellas would eat you up down low.
A moment here to check out the numbers for Henderson. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers. But as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
The Hornets on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Porter passes to MP. Here's Tyson. Tyson from downtown. It's hauled in by Brown. Here's Vassell. It's hauled in by MP.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And that one's good by Porter.
Always good to see the young fella Porter Jr. outwork the opposition on the glass that time.
Young with the ball. 20-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was a complete control out there.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Nets had a huge game. Finished with 30 points, and as impressive as he was scoring it, he was just as good at the defensive end. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. We haven't won one big game tonight.
David in stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he loved the Nets' performance tonight.
This team needs his contribution. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And the foul called on MP. He's his first foul of the game. And the Spurs with some changes. And Benyama, he's checked in for Nurkic. And it's Pritchard in for Young. Pass to Henderson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. It's good.
Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Here's Tyson after the basket by San Antonio. Now Allen, defended by Wembanyama. And the Spurs pushing it up now. The kick out to Brown. Here's Pritchard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Here's Tyson. Hasn't made one yet.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. He may have surprised them, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Henderson. Now Vassell. Back to Henderson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Pritchard. 3 off the mark. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the shot goes in. MP's got 12 points in the game.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Pass to Pritchard. Had a chance there to cut to single digits, but it's off target.
Oh, I almost win.
Enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
Well, player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Henderson. And it's Pritchard in at the point. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Vassell, right side. Buries the long-range jumper.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
MP outside. Miller with a wide open look. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Henderson passes to Pritchard. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap.
in the deep. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. So on. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. There's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Timmy, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Henderson outside. Pass to Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's MB. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Charlotte?
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
Good on the second free throw. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Wembanyama against Porter. Brown sets a screen for Vassell. One's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Miller outside. Back to Ball. Porter with the screen for Ball. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Vassell with it. And it's Miller picking him up. To the paint. It's picked off. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Ball with a wide open look. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game. Spurs trail by 15. Vassell outside. He's looking for Wembanyama. Finds him.
Clearly.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Spurs have been perfect in the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad. Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Ball dishes to MP. Pass to Miller. Lock at 6. The 3 from MP. And it's the Hornets another 3.
You can just tell that MP was in the zone on that three-point attempt.
Vassell outside. Here's Pritchard. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
It's Vassell on the wing. And off the left side of the rim, and it slips in for him. Vassell's got 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Salon. MP outside. Ball from long range. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists in the game. Down low. Got loose. Stolen by Ball. And a fast break now for the Hornets. MP, no good. Spurs trail by 19. Pass to Pritchard. Now here's Vassell. Here's Pritchard. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Salon. Here's the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Spurs have gone 3-7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pritchard passes the ball. And again, San Antonio turns it over. With the break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. MP is second.
Quite a roll he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Johnson's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Pritchard. Porter a screen on Henderson. Three-pointer. And there's Porter on the assist from Ball. Porter's got 8 points.
Well, the mechanics of Porter Jr.'s shot are just so efficient. Almost automatic. Hits the ball and puts it right up into the shooting pocket.
Johnson outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The drive by Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
Wembanyama outside. On the wing, Johnson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Wembanyama outside. Offline with this through. Hornets leading by 21. To the middle. Kicks it out to MP. Back to Ball. Charlotte moving the ball around. And here's MP for 3. Rebound by Johnson.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Castle. Off target from outside. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And it's Miller in the corner. Outside, Ball. And a miss there on the dribble. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Good job by MP, forcing the action.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line.
And he clearly has been feeling it when he gets to that line. You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Mark, some people have claimed there is too much talent now in this NBA and not enough team.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with the team. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
To the inside, kicks it out to Allen. Allen with the screen for Miller. Score the basket, his 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Young from outside. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the basket by Castle.
Watch out now, this guy gets into a rhythm. It is something to behold.
Here's Miller. Nurkic with the block.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
Back to Johnson.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the free throw Spurs making a switch here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. No good on the second free throw.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Here's Castle, covered by MP, and the basket by Castle. Hornets leading by 23. Pass to Tyson. Daniels with it. Allen a screen on Young. Daniels from outside. Trades it from beyond the arc. Daniels has got 6.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Now, here is Young. He's got 9. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
On its way from Young for 2. Hornets with the rebound. Miller's got his 4th rebound in this one. The inside shot in. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Now Young to end the run. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. Allen shot is off.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Here's Castle. And it's Tyson with the rebound. The Hornets shooting so well, 63%. The offense working as one cohesive unit. Here's Young. Finished off the break. 11 points in the game.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Daniels passes to Allen. MP kicks to Miller. And again for 3.
And all season long, he's been nothing but money from beyond the arc.
You're right. He's been nothing short of amazing for him as he edges closer to 3rd most 3-pointers in a single season. Sinks the triple.
Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
I'm going to take final shot
MP outside.
of the first half.
For the 3. And no one with that time on the buzzer beater. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Hornets on top, running away with this one. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Bernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
Well, right now for the Spurs, they're playing up to expectations. Maybe they like to be doing more than that, but I think they're ready to make some noise in the playoffs. That's when you turn up.
Changing focus now to that first half, a brutal game so far for the Spurs.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pick and roll game was just phenomenal.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
On the floor for Charlotte. All out there with MP. And there's Jared Allen. And it's Miller. And it's Zawan in at the 4th spot. Back to Johnson. Pass to Castle. Plays it up and banks it in. Castle's got 7 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Yep, that one goes in there. And that's 15 points from Brandon Miller.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock, he's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
Pass to York. Shoots from the block. And it falls over the rim and in. York's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. York's gone 2 of 4 from the field. A crossover, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
And another steal for him.
Truly incredible. For a single season, he now ranks 5th in total steals.
One of the most disruptive defenders this league has ever seen.
I mean, he's got incredibly quick hands, just like the guy he blew by on this list, Slick Watts. What a ball hawk this young man is.
Ball against Young. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to York. Johnson surveying the floor. York can't hit. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte over Young. Ball no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that move, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Puts the move on. Young's shot is off. Charlotte's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. In the corner, it's MP. Miller outside. Off target with his 3. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 here to start the 2nd half. Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
5 on the clock. Allen passes to MP. He takes it in, and it's blocked. Young against him. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on MP. Castle misses. Hornets have gone 4-7 to get things started here in the 2nd half. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's York. He's covered by Ball. Young outside. Taking this one. It's rebounded by Zawan. Zawan's got 5 rebounds tonight. And that one's good. MP.
Just the kind of aggressive mindset you want from MP.
San Antonio's gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. Young inside. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Castle. San Antonio again missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the first one, Michael Porter. He's jacked in for the Hornets. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Johnson, the pass to Young. Spurs working the ball around now. Back to Johnson. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. Again, the miss by the Spurs. For Charlotte, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. MP finds ball. Free throw line jump shot. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Ball's got 27.
He's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
It's Young on the wing. Wembanyama passes to Young. Here's Castle. Over MP. San Antonio again missing. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just confident offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. BA thanks. Here's Young. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. 16 points for Trae Young.
A bad man on the offensive end. Young can really be a menace with his shooting.
Porter looking it over. MP right side. No good on that one. Nice defense by Vassell. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now they need a basket. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
MP outside. Here's Salon. Charlotte no good that time either. The Spurs shooting about 42% so far. And Young kicks to Vassell. Not pass, Vassell. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Take a look at San Antonio. Done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far.
You know, for the Spurs, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Pass to MP. Spins. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Then one on Castle. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hornets.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
And the Hornets making a change here. Tyson's checked in. And here's Young. 16 points for him. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Young from outside. Rebound by Mitchell.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Takes the three. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Brown is checked in for the Spurs. And the 3 ball is good. Porter's got 11 points.
A true sniper from long range. Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
Screen by Young. Here's Castle. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Mitchell kicks to Starks. MP against Vassell. Got a piece of it.
And how about the timing Vassell has on the defensive end? Superb swat.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Oh, good on the triple.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And they get it back. Into the lane. A three from MP. Rebounded by the Spurs. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
To the middle. Fades back. And too long on the shot. Charlotte is gone 3 and 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. To the paint. Here's Castle. It's Vassell on the wing. From deep. That's good. It's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama's got 4 assists in the game. On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Starks. And here is MP. Puts up a 3. Good on the triple. MP's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there'll be more in store.
Wembanyama passes to Young. Here's Castle. Back to Vassell. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And now Vassell knocking down the 3 of his own.
Here's MP. And he banks in the lane. MP's got 10 points here in the second half. The Spurs shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Wembanyama down low. Porter's there. And that one's good. Wembanyama. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Porter. MP outside. Mitchell outside. From outside, off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter in an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Brown gets to Young. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Vassell. Oh, good with the triple. Charlotte's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. And he recovers it. Here's MP. No good off the back of the rim. Here's Castle. The 3. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one up.
MP getting it done for the Hornets. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Now, let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Keldon Johnson's doing. David.
Hi guys, the head athletic trainer for the Spurs gave us some info. And from what he can tell, he said it doesn't appear to be a terrible injury. And you couldn't have a worse time for this injury, Kevin, especially as the last games of the season are approaching.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
We've got Henderson. Wembanyama's out there with Brown. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Pritchard in at the one. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Pass to Pritchard. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Charlotte's shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Clark, if you look at the NBA's draft combine, prospects now required to participate in drills and in other testing to be eligible for selection.
I like that, Kevin. I really do. I mean, it's part of being a professional. You can't just opt out of things because your agent says you should or you don't feel like it. This is a professional business, so there should be some standards and accountability. And I think it goes hand in hand with the push for parity. It ensures equal access to the information that will enable all teams to make informed decisions on draft day. So I like it. I really do.
And that one's good. Wembanyama.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, great job by NB, showing how selfless he is with passes like that.
And it's Henderson with the ball for the Spurs. Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Over 4. Wembanyama, no good. The Hornets on offense. And MP gets it to go on the assist by 4. MP's got 38 points. Henderson outside. Here's Wembanyama. Guarded by 4. Out to Henderson. Pocket 6. There's the pick. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. MP outside. Here's Trent. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game.
He swipes the ball away again.
And he's had the clamps on opponents all season long.
Now it's another steal for him to add to his impressive tally. Now tied for the 4th most in a single season.
Equaling John Stockton's mark of 263. The top 4 seasons all happened before 1990, so this is a display we haven't seen in a long time.
And it's the Hornets' ball. They're on a 12-4 run. MP outside. Mitchell outside. And stolen by Vassell. Henderson outside. Wembanyama trying to free himself up. And that one's good by Henderson.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Vassell against MP. There's the 3. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Vassell against MP. Here's the 3. And it's MP with the
There's a
rebound.
triple-double for me.
MP's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. That one goes in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
MP against Vassell. It's hauled in by Goodwin.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. And he's done the job here all day. Just continues to grab rebounds. What a game for him.
Yeah, you don't see many triple-doubles often. I tell you what, his effort and efficiency really on point tonight.
Here's MP. A good finish at the rack on the
42.
MP's got 42 in the game.
Look, when a guy heats up like MP has here, you got to keep feeding the fire, man.
Pass to Pritchard. rebounded by Charlotte.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Trent gets the bucket.
Boy, nice ball movement from MP, not just sitting on the rock right there.
San Antonio's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Henderson outside. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks, with so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Charlotte making a switch here. He hits the second from the line. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Salon. Back to MP. 6 the three-pointer.
Got 45.
MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Here's Castle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game. Trent outside. MP outside. And
Like
another
that
3 for
48.
Charlotte.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And so Young will bring it up for the Spurs. Vassell outside. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Castle. Oh, good on the 3.
And since halftime, he has just been ice
Got
cold.
50.
Just
And got it. Another basket.
an incredible performance tonight, folks. He's at 50.
And tonight ties him for the 5th most 50-point games in NBA history.
Elgin Baylor had 17 50 pieces during his legendary career. He's level with Elgin. Next up is James Harden, who had 23.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Jared Allen checked in for Charlotte. Starks comes in for Mitchell. Here's York, covered by MP. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. So it's the Hornets now. Starks, right side. And here's MP
Got
for 3.
53.
And another 3 for Charlotte.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Driving to the basket. Pass to Brown. And no good. The try still continuing for him. Down low. They get a hand on it. Allen. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Young pass to Wembanyama. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is all over the league team now, building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Charlotte has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Back to Starks. MP outside. Allen a screen on Young. 5 to shoot. Starks kicks to MP. Fires from deep. Rebound San Antonio. Castle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Young against Starks. Young pass to York. Now here's Brown. Pass to Wembanyama. And it's MV with the rebound. Charlotte shooting a smooth 58% 50% from the field. Everything going according to
Got
plan for them.
55.
Boy, he's filling it up right now. Getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
San Antonio's getting some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Wembanyama, a screen on starts. And Young, here we go. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And he sinks the second. We know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
To the inside. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, and better finish.
And here's Charlotte. Good one, dishes to Allen. Starks outside. MP outside. On the wing, MP. That's a good one. Fires the three. San Antonio with the rebound. York's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now the Hornets making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. And San Antonio shooting about 42% so far. And Wembanyama outside. Here's Castle. Over Mitchell. Castle missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hornets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just the 2 gamers since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Well, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight, notching the triple-double in style. Here's the difference, man.
It's good from long range.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Wembanyama against Allen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jared Allen. And he makes the first. And he can't hit the second.
Now do it. We're going to win by 44. Over 58-point triple-double in the last game of the regular season. Wow.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate